Currently, we are in offering MA in International Relations, Security and Strategy, MA in Public Policy, Master of Design, MDes in User Experience Design, and MBA in Business Analytics. The Masters of Arts in International Relations, Security and Strategy is offered by the Jindal School of International Affairs. The MA in Public Policy, a master's degree is offered by the Jindal School of Government and Public Policy. The Master of Design, MDes, in User Experience Design is offered by the Jindal School of Art and Architecture. And the MBA in Business Analytics is offered by the Jindal Global Business School. I am happy to inform you that with this extraordinary success that is quite unprecedented in the history of Indian higher education, we are poised to be able to have more aspirations and more ambitions for the future. We have now decided to launch several new programs in the online platform for the year 2025. We hope to launch a course called MA in International Accounting and Finance, which will be offered by the Jindal School of Banking and Finance, a BBA in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science by the Jindal Global Business School, and MSc opportunities in higher education. And that is why the government in its wisdom, through the National Education Policy, advocated for a strong emphasis on online education. And of course, I must say that COVID and the entire tragedy surrounding COVID gave a new way of innovations in higher education when the entire world of physical campuses had come to a standstill. It was technology that came to the rescue, and so at least the privileged people across the country, and I say this because a lot of people simply did not have access to technology and could not go to schools and colleges and universities which had online platforms to continue the education uninterrupted. So that gave universities to innovate. And so that was possibly a very important turning moment for India, where high quality online education began to be part of a vision and aspiration. Of course, India came into this much later than many countries. If you look at the developed world, for a very long time, probably more than 2 decades, online education has been part of the imagination and experience in many parts of the developed world. So the reason today is historic, and it was announced just 2 days ago. Today is 12th of December. On 10th of December, the world's most prestigious rankings organization, which is also recognized by the Government of India, called the Times Higher Education out of London, which ranks universities around the world on various parameters. They have the global rankings of universities, where it has been lamented for many years that not a single Indian university is among the top 100 in the world, not only in that ranking, but also in the QS rankings. Many people have time and again highlighted, including the Honorable President of India, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, the Honorable Education Minister, and many of us have felt that India does not have a single university among the top 100 in the world. That has been the case for a very long time, and there is a lot of anxiety and aspiration to be Indian universities to the top league of universities in the world. Now, it is in that context that the Times Higher Education had published the most recent online learning rankings 2024, which was published globally on 10th December 2024, just 2 days ago. I am delighted to inform you that OP Jindal Global University, an Indian university, has not only acquired the highest status of being India's first ranked university, not just public or private, but India's first ranked university, which has topped the league tables in the online learning rankings of Times Higher Education 2024. India, for the first time in the history of Indian universities, any Indian university has ever attained the distinction of being world number one. Never before in the history of India, any university in any of international rankings, be it the Times Higher Education rankings, be it the QS World University rankings, be it the academic ranking of world universities, which is also called the Shanghai Jiatong rankings, in these three of the world's most prestigious and prominent international rankings, never before in the history any Indian university has been ranked as number one in the world. We are fortunate that OP Jindal Global University has been ranked as number one in the world in the Times Higher Education rankings, and I want to take this moment to not just congratulate the faculty members, the deans, the students and staff of the university, but also to take a moment to thank our founding chancellor and benefactor, Sri Naveen Jindal, for his far-sighted vision and commitment and dedication to philanthropy that has enabled the establishment of this university, which has ultimately culminated in what we have seen in these rankings. For those of you who are present here, I should tell you that our university is a 15-year-old university. We were founded in the year 2009. And so we are very young. But not only our university is young, which is barely 15 years old, our foray into online education is even younger. We are barely 4 years into online education. And we have already seen this extraordinary feat in the form of being ranked as world's number one university in the online learning rankings of the Times Higher Education. Let me also quickly go through a short presentation. JGU is one among 11 universities in the world. Let's go a little bit deep into this. So the online learning rankings 2024 of the Times Higher Education, the top three gold awarded 87.7. The next is the University of Central Florida in the United States, which is ranked second and has a score of 286. And the third is American University, which is a very prestigious university in Washington, D.C., which is ranked third and has a point score of 267.2. In terms of the criteria for the Times Higher Education online learning rankings, it took into account 4 aspects which form the methodology of the rankings. The first, it is the resources. How much of resources that the university is ready to put towards online learning. Now, why this is important? Because historically, online education has been seen as a pejorative form of education, a mediocre form of education, something that's not necessarily of high quality. In fact, that's reflected in many aspects of distance education. If you ask a lot of people, let's say employers, one of the things the HR managers ask in the interview when they are interviewing people is that, did you study it in person or you did it distance?